Imagine a life filled with glamour, secrets, and Hollywood dreams, only to be forever changed by royal destiny. In today's video, we're unraveling the captivating tale of Meghan Markle's life before Prince Harry swept her off her feet. Stay tuned as we uncover the untold stories, scandals, and triumphs that shaped the future Duchess of Sussex. You won't believe what lies beneath the surface. Before she wed Prince Harry and became a mother to baby Archie, Meghan Markle led an accomplished and busy life in her own right. She's an actress, an activist, and an entrepreneur, and she may be best known now as the Duchess of Sussex. But before that, she was a busy and accomplished person in her own right. Even though she was best known for her role as Rachel Zane in the American legal drama Suits, before she married into the royal family. Meghan Markle had a long list of accomplishments prior to earning her royal title that included a double major in theater and international studies, a job as a freelance calligrapher, and a successful lifestyle blog. Prior to marrying into the royal family, Meghan Markle was best known for her role as Rachel Zane. And if you're curious about what else the Duchess was doing before she met the Prince Charming of her dreams, stay till the end to find out. She identified herself as a native of the Golden State. Meghan, who was born and raised in Los Angeles, enjoyed an altogether less stressful upbringing in comparison to her future husband. Her birth name was Rachel Meghan Markle, which means that the character she plays on the television show Suits has the same first name as she does. After the divorce of her parents, which occurred when she was 6 years old, Meghan moved in with her mother, Doria Ragland, who is a yoga instructor and social worker. Meghan has two older half-siblings who are the product of her father's previous marriage. However, she didn't spend much time with them because they were over 10 years her senior. Early on, she began a career in television. Her father, Thomas Markle, was a lighting director and won an Emmy Award for his work. He frequently brought his youngest daughter to the set of the shows he worked on. Meghan went to the exclusive all-girls private high school Immaculate Heart in Los Angeles, so the experience was quite different from the education she received there. She began her career as a feminist at an early age. When Meghan was 11 years old, she was working on a school project about commercials when she overheard an advertisement for Ivory dishwashing soap that was directed specifically towards women. "I don't think it's right for kids to grow up thinking these things, that just mom does everything," she said at the time. "I don't think it's right for kids to grow up thinking that mom does everything." Her father urged her to compose letters to the most influential people she could think of, such as company representatives Hillary Clinton, Gloria Allred, and Linda Ellerby, an anchor for Nick News. It was successful, as evidenced by Procter & Gamble's decision a few days later to change the slogan from Women All Over America to People All Over America. When she was 7 years old, she began her yoga practice. Meghan's interest in yoga began at a young age, largely in part because her mother is a yoga instructor. When Meghan was only 7 years old, her mother said she started participating in Mommy and Me yoga classes together. "Flower, you will find your practice, just give it time." Meghan shared with Best Health magazine about her mother's advice when she was a child. "I was very resistant as a kid," Meghan admitted. "When I was in college, I began doing it on a more consistent basis." She's become a devoted follower, and she practices yoga frequently in order to maintain her fitness. She was known as a theater nerd while she attended Northwestern University. This content came from Twitter and was imported. You might be able to locate the same content presented in a different format on their website, or you might be able to locate additional information there. Meghan claims that acting was something she always wanted to do, but that she hated the idea of being this cliché, a girl from LA who decides to be an actress. In the end, she attended the prestigious school in Evanston, Illinois, where she majored in both theater and international relations. However, she recalls that her college experience was fairly typical. In addition to becoming a member of the Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority, she was a regular customer at the eatery that was the students' top choice for late-night meals. During her visit in 2014, she gave an interview to a campus magazine in which she admitted that the 24-hour Burger King also definitely helped me put on the freshman 15. She entertained the idea of pursuing a career in politics at one point. Meghan, ever an ambitious student, also managed to land an internship during her junior year at the United States Embassy in Argentina. Our Secretary of the Treasury at the time, Paul O'Neill, was there, so I'm 20 years old in Buenos Aires in a motorcade doing that whole thing. She said in an interview with Marie Claire in 2013. Our Secretary of the Treasury at the time, Henry Paulson, was there. I was under the impression that I would continue to pursue a career in politics. She appeared on Deal or No Deal, but she couldn't stand being on the show. Despite the fact that she booked her first audition while she was still a student in college, Meghan experienced the same challenges that everyone else does in this business. She mentioned in an interview with Marie Claire that she had done a pilot before each season of Suits. She was once a briefcase girl in the game show Deal or No Deal, which she worked on while she was auditioning for other shows. Movies such as Horrible Bosses feature her as a cast member. Get Him to the Greek, Remember Me, and The Candidate are just some of the movies in which she's appeared in other roles. She's also made guest appearances on the television shows General Hospital, which is her very first on-screen appearance ever, CSI New York, 90210, The League, and Castle, in addition to 7 seasons of Suits. The work that Meghan did the most recently was a voiceover narration role in the Disney nature documentary titled Elephant, which benefited the organization Elephants Without Borders. This role was also Meghan's first project following her and Prince Harry's decision to step back from their roles in the royal family. Additionally, she was a teacher of bookbinding in the past. In addition to supporting herself as a freelance calligrapher, Meghan used her time in between acting gigs to instruct bookbinding. During the royal tour of Africa that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry undertook, she paid a visit to Victoria Yards, a social enterprise that provides a platform for local craftsmen and startups. While there, she made a purchase of 3 notebooks and then revealed that she used to teach workshops in bookbinding herself. She was married before. Meghan met her first husband, producer Trevor Engelson, in 2004. They dated for 6 years before getting married on a beach in Jamaica on the 4th day of a celebration that lasted for 4 days. Shortly after that, Meghan upped and moved out of Los Angeles to begin filming her breakout role in Toronto. According to unnamed sources, the fact that they had a long-distance relationship prior to getting married played a role in the couple's decision to get divorced in 2013. She came to consider Canada her second home. Meghan's role as the paralegal Rachel Zane on the show Suits helped propel her to stardom after the show was picked up. Due to the fact that the production took place in Toronto, she was required to spend approximately 8 months of the year in Canada. This is the reason why she refers to herself as an adopted Canuck. During her time in Toronto, the actress resided in the Seton Village community, where she rented a simple home with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. During this time, she made friends with members of the royal family of Toronto. Jessica Mulroney, who is a fashion advisor to Justin Trudeau's wife, and her husband Ben Mulroney, who is the son of a famous former prime minister, were among the most influential people in her inner circle. The cast members of her Suits used to stay out late and socialize. Meghan revealed to Esquire that the cast and crew of Suits were extremely close to one another, and that they frequently gathered at Patrick J. Adams' Georgian Bay vacation home for holiday weekends. Off camera, there we are just playing apples to apples and drinking scotch into the wee hours of the night. She added, "It's a lot of fun." Mad Men was consistently one of her favorite shows. She watched television just as much as the rest of us did when she wasn't appearing on it herself. Back in 2013, she included Girls, the Jon Hamm drama, and The Newsroom on her list of must-see television shows to watch. Her entire life revolves around food. In a number of interviews, Meghan has referred to herself as a foodie, and she has even devoted an entire blog post to discussing her preferred meals. Included on the list, green juice, fish tacos, chicken adobo, siopino, and kale chips are some of the dishes on this menu. A roasted chicken recipe on the level of Ina Garten is another favorite of the home chef. It has been whispered that they made that together when Prince Harry popped the question. And she is a huge fan of wine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more captivating stories. See you next time.